All right, the AFC North, you got to be concerned. You concerned about Cincinnati, or Baltimore, or Pittsburgh? What concerns you?
I don't, Cincinnati might be better because Marvin Lewis isn't there anymore. So that might be. I mean, if you want to be optimistic about it, the Ravens always draft well, and the Steelers are a good football team, even though they've got craziness going on over there. With Ben Roethlisberger, you're not going to count them out. No one has anointed the Browns the best team in the AFC North, other than prognosticators.
Right, and what do they know?
So, we had we were listening to Pharrell on the Bench, who's on CBS, and I'm kind of friends with. He kind of ripped into the Browns a little bit on his show.
He was absolutely right.
Everything he said was right. We haven't done anything
Basically,
yet.
what he said is don't anoint them until they do something, and they were 7-8-1.
Which is something compared to 0-16.
That's true. But they haven't won a thing yet.
No, they haven't. And that's why I like Freddie. I mean, what you played last segment, they're grounded. He's grounded. We may not be grounded. We're sitting around talking about them winning 10 games.
Well, he didn't go through 0-16.
Which is good.
Or since 1999, he didn't go through it. We have. He hasn't.
I told you, a friend of mine ran into John Dorsey. And he said to Dorsey, I've never been happier, than I am right now with this team. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. And he looked at him and he kind of just said, good, enjoy it, and don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. And I thought that was a really interesting take to come back, because if you really want to change a culture, you've got to get rid of all those, just the feeling of losing every Sunday.
Right.
The NFL doesn't think so. You're not at 1 o'clock every Sunday anymore.
That's true. Let's check out the AFC North. We'll start with Pittsburgh, see what they did in the draft, see what they came up with. And again, unless you really study these things, Andy, you know the big guys from the big schools and all that, but you don't know most of the. Devin Bush is a great pick.
Yeah, I mean, the top 3 picks, Justin Lane, we know because he's from here. But, Deontay Johnson's going to have a lot of pressure on him because you got some big shoes to fill. Maybe some crazy shoes, but some big shoes to fill. So we'll see what he can do. But, Pittsburgh always does such a good job at drafting, and they're not scared to leave, our area. Look, Akron, Toledo, Michigan State.
They almost always do that.
Yeah.
Ryan Shazier, unfortunately, what happened to him, but still, they got a good name here too. Isaiah Buggs from Alabama.
He's bugging.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. See what's going on here with the Baltimore Ravens. Marquise Brown was a big pick, wide receiver. Jalen Ferguson, Miles Boykin, and the list goes on and on. And Trace
McSorley.
Trace McSorley.
Yeah, so we ended up with Purdue's quarterback, and they'll end up with Penn State's quarterback.
Right.
Ours won't ever see the field.
All right, the Cincinnati Bengals go with Jonah Williams and Drew Sample. Jermaine Pratt was a name that we heard quite a bit about in conjecture about the Browns. Mm-hmm. And that goes on and
Michael
on.
Jordan, that's all that matters.
Michael Jordan.
Thought he gave it up to play baseball.
It's not the same basketball player, is it?
No, it's his sister. Come on.
All right,
wow,
so
shocker.
NFL.com, they graded by a curve, actually.
Yeah, what kind of curve is that?
Pretty good one. A- for the Browns, and the power rankings now with all of the teams. They've got the Browns as the 10th best team, Baltimore number 13, Pittsburgh 18, and Cincinnati 30.
What does that mean, Les?
Well, it means the Cincinnati pick has taken over the former Cleveland Browns pick.
Good. I'm glad it's somebody else who's getting the bad press right now.
Absolutely. So there you have it.